In this session, I'll demonstrate how you're able to create a poll where you're able to ask your questions, questions to your participants and get feedback from them. So to start a poll, you need to click on this plus sign, which is the actions icon, and click on start a poll. So I'll move my slide to where I have the question. And the first question is a true or false one. So I click on the true or false poll button and it's able to now ask the question. So I'll switch to the participant view, and this is what they're able to see on their bottom right, and they can be able to vote depending on which answer they think is right. So once we can now switch back to the moderator view to be able to see what the participants have voted. So you are able to see that you got two people who said the answer is true and one who said is false. And you're able to see what actually each and every student voted. Then you can click on publish and the participants will now be able to see the poll results. So I can now switch to the participant view and this is what they are able to see. Okay, back to the presenter moderator view, you're able to now, you can close that poll and then you can be able to move to your next presentation. And once you move to your next presentation, you are no longer able to see this. This will be stuck on the particular first slide. So I move to the next slide, which just shows you an multiple choice kind of question. So again, you can click on start a poll and you're able to now select depending on the different multiple choice of answers you have. You can click on A stroke B in our case because we only have two possible answers. If there were more, you could click on A stroke B, C, and so on and so forth. So A stroke B, just to demonstrate. This is the view the participant will have and they can be able to vote. Back on the moderator view, you'll be able to see the different responses that the students have been able to vote, and you can also see what kind of answers that they have given. So you can now publish your poll and that is the view that you'll have of the number of votes and the percentage based on the number of votes cast. Then you can do a yes stroke no kind of poll again. So you just based on the question, if you want them to answer yes or no, switching back to the participant view, they are able to see the question and they can be able to cast their votes. So we can go back to be able to see what the different participants actually respond to your questions. So you can be able to see a summary of yes and no. No got two answers and yes got one, and you can see who amongst the students voted yes and no, and you can also publish your results. So you can be able to move back the different slides and be able to see what actually the students voted for each particular question. And lastly, we can be able to do a custom poll where you are able to define the particular answers that you want. So you still do the same procedure, click on Start a Poll and click on Custom Poll. So here you'll be required to type in the different answers that you'd want the participants to choose. Then you click on Start Custom Poll. Then looking at the participant view, they can be able to read the question, and then they select their preferred answer. In this case, we are voting for a class president, and you'll be able to see whom they vote for. So back to the participant view, you're able to see how many votes were cast, for example, or what choices were selected by the participants. Then you can publish your poll results to the participants. Switching back to the participant view, this is what they're able to see. They're able also to see the number of votes and the percentage based on the students who voted. Back to the moderator view again, you are able to see again who voted and what response they actually gave. And that is how you're able to create different polls using the KENET Big Blue button setup. Then you can just close the poll by clicking on the close icon at the top of the polling window.